Hi, and welcome to today's show. In today's show, what are we talking about? Why am I shooting high or low with my high-speed crossbow? That is the question I hopefully we can answer today. So let's get into today's show. Hi, and welcome to Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today is Crossbow for a Monday. All right, so let's get this week started off with on a great foot. So, again, why am I shooting high or low with my high-speed crossbow? It could be a lot of factors, and we're going to discuss a few of them. I have 8 of them. There might be more, so if there is, hit me up in the comments. Let's just talk about it. Have a discussion about why am I shooting high or low with my high-speed crossbow. So, the first one we're going to look at, cams. Your cams might be out of alignment. Now, most new crossbows that you get, especially high-speed crossbows, the cams should be aligned properly already. But if you're bought it from somebody else, it might be out of alignment or something. So check those. Now, there's multiple different ways of checking them, and there's multiple kinds of cam alignment. So I can't break down each one. So it's the best thing to do is probably go on YouTube and find your particular crossbow and see if they have a video on cam alignment for your particular crossbow. Okay? Strings. Are they worn out strings? Okay? Or did you put on the wrong ones? Because you got to make sure when you buy new strings that you get the right strings on your crossbow. Don't get these aftermarket strings. Don't do that. Get the strings that are recommended for your crossbow. Okay? Limbs. Check your limbs. Take a piece of cotton ball or something, run them across your limbs. Make sure they're nothing's catching on your limbs. Do a visual check of your limbs. Okay, do it visual. Make sure one is not maybe as crooked or something. Okay, check your limbs. Scopes. Now this can be a highly debatable portion. And doing my research, I seen people saying you got the wrong scope. Use this scope. Use this scope. Use this scope. The scope is going to be up to you and you alone, and your bank account, of course. So, yeah, scopes are very important. Okay, so if you got another scope laying around and you want to try it and see if it does anything different, by all means, try a different scope. Okay, if you're satisfied with your scope and you don't think it's your scope, that's fine too. Okay, because with all these things I'm saying, I'm going to be showing you today in my research, that's what I found people saying for one problem. Okay, so do your own assessment. Okay, because taking it to the shop could cost you a lot of money and still not get what you're looking for. Okay, so a lot of this can be process of elimination on your own. Arrows, they might be too light. Okay, when you get, okay, I'm just going to use my crossbow as an example, my RS 470. It came with 400 grain arrows. At 400 grain arrows, it's going to shoot 470 feet per second. And at 20 yards, it's going to be dead on. It is. It's going to be dead on. But when you move back to 40 yards, those arrows might be floating high or they might be floating low. Okay, now you're pulling your hair out. As you can see, I pulled mine out a few times. Pulling your hair out going, what in the world is going on? Okay, now you might need to go to new, have your arrow, a 480 grain, 400 some grain, 500 some grain arrow. Okay, and I'll talk a little bit about my situation, what I'm going to do here towards the end of the video, so you'll want to stick around till the end. Okay, check your arrows. Okay, take a piece of cotton, run them over your your shaft. Okay, check your fletchings. Make sure your fletchings are all good and ready to go. Okay, that's an important thing to check. All right, make sure your knock is aligned with your fletching. Okay, make sure those are aligned. Make sure you got the same size broadhead or field tip on all your arrows, whether you're shooting 100 grain, 150 grain, 125 grain. Make sure all your arrows have the same exact field tip on your arrows. Okay? Check your rail. Oh, let me go back to me. Take that off and go back to the alignment. Also, you might want to either build your own, which you can find a lot of on YouTube on how to do it, or a spinner. Buy yourself a spinner. And make sure your shaft is spinning straight and there's no wobble up here at the front end. Okay? All right, back to the rail. Okay. On cheaper China-made crossbows, they're all plastic. Okay? So it might be warped. It might have some something on the rail. Okay? Check your rail thoroughly. It may separate it from the main portion of your crossbow. Check it. Even the high end, because the middle, I would say the middle up, they're all made from aluminum, and they're put on some sort of polymer type plastic piece of your crossbow. So check your rail. Make sure your rail is lubed, and make sure your strings are lubed. Okay? Or say waxed. Wax your strings and lube your rail. Okay? Make sure that all those are done, thoroughly. Okay? Platform. What kind of platform are you shooting from? This could be a debatable one too. Okay? If you're shooting off, say, a lead sled, some people say really hold your stock down really, really tight so it doesn't bounce up. Okay? That could be a problem. So I wouldn't say hold them down tight. Just hold them down, make sure they're sturdy on that. The same thing with it, like a bog death grip. Okay? Hold on to that really, not tight, but hold on to that really, really good. The platform of it. Okay, as long as and make sure that when you put your crossbow in the clamp, make sure that clamp is tight on your crossbow. You can make sure of that. But just make sure your platform is steady. Okay? Same thing with bags. If you're using bags, make sure it's steady on your platform there. Okay? So there's a lot of different things we ran through. 8 of them here. If you think there's more, please put them in the comments. Let's have an open discussion on this. Okay? It's the same thing opposite of you're shooting let's say a 400 foot per second crossbow or 350, and you're having the same problem. You can go through these same exact steps to figure out where something is going on. Okay? Because you got to remember, they say up to. Okay? Up to 470 feet per second. Up to 450. Up to 425. Up to 400. Because that's all off the weight of the arrow that they supply. Okay? So when you go to a heavier arrow, your speed is obviously going to drop. Okay? So, like I said, it's the beginning. So let me get rid of all this right here. Give me just a second. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to do a couple of things, probably. I'm going to go back to the ATN scope. I don't think it's a scope problem. Okay, I really don't. One reason I want to go back to the ATN scope and give it a try is I like the recording aspect of the ATN scope. Okay, I'm shooting 400 grain arrows. 480 grain arrows. So I'm consistently shooting high. Okay, so the heavier arrow should bring it down. It should. Okay, so I think, let's see here. I think these ones here with the yellow tip on, yellow thing here, I think these are 480 grain arrows. Okay. And then I have my 539 grain arrow. So, am I going to be experimenting with these? Absolutely. These are the zombie slayers. I'm going to be experimenting with. Okay, even though they do have the kind of the warped odd fletching, I'm still going to go ahead and try these and see what happens. Okay. I really don't think that's going to make too much of a difference, but it might. But I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, because I'm consistently shooting high and off to the left just a little bit sometimes dead center. So I'm going to try that combination again. Okay, I am doing the process. I've done the process elimination. Everything is good on my crossbow. Fantastic, except when I get out to further distance at 40 yards. Yeah, I'll still a little high with the Eagle X center punch arrows. Okay, so I'm hoping that's 480 grain. So I'm going to, let's see, let me just weigh these here just real quick. I think these are 5. So these ones with the yellow knock come in at 531 grains. Okay. And the other zombie slayers that are a little bit heavier because they have the lighter knock come in at 539. Okay. These come in at 539. So let's see, 39, so what? It's 7-8 grains difference. Is that going to make a big difference? We're going to find out. We really are. So we're going to be using both of them. Because on my ATN scope, I can set one setting for these ones here, yellow tip. I can set the second one at this. So when I say settings, I'm talking about the speed and the weight. Okay, we're talking about those. So basically, even though I have them already done in the speed test, I'm still just going to go back like I've never had before, just starting from scratch, brand new arrows with a brand new scope, and setting stuff. Okay, once I get my speed set and my weight set, and even though I don't need them yet, I'm gonna get everything set, and I want to start moving back. 20, 40, 50, and 60. And see if there's any difference. So, what I need you guys to do, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. I need you to hit that all notification bell down below so you know when I have a new video coming out, especially on this series here, we're testing high and low. Okay? Leave me a comment. Share these videos with your family, friends, and your worst enemy. Okay? Well, that's what you guys do. So I know. And also, just for fun, go back and review my other videos. It's one video. That's all I'm asking. I'm trying to get my hours up. YouTube is playing with my hours, playing with my algorithm for whatever reason. So check your subscription. Make sure that all notification bell is on. Go back and look at a different video. And I would like to share these videos. Okay? And remember, these videos are dedicated to my son. And thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Utah Crossbow.